Howdy, y'all. Welcome to my way of life. Now, I want to forewarn you, these are my opinions. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but 47 years old, I've done pretty damn well for myself and I've learned a lot. And that's the big thing that I want to let everybody know. If you have a chance to learn something, take the time to do it, okay? If you'll notice, I'm holding a book in my right hand. Okay, this is the Bible. I'm not going to sit here and try and persuade you to believe in God. If you're an atheist, hey, God bless you. If you believe in something else, that's totally up to you and your opinion. Okay, me personally, I do believe in God. This is the first episode of what I hope is quite a few shows that I'll be posting on YouTube, and it's basically just episodes of a lot of information, doing a lot of different things. Again, this is my way of life. So I'll be showing you how to work on trucks. I'll be showing you how to cook. I'll be, words of inspiration if you need. Okay? Which leads me to believe in my first episode. I would like to sit here and tell you that, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there whose lives didn't turn out exactly the way they wanted them to. All right, and it's just called life. Life is full of trials and tribulations. Give an example of what I mean. 3 years ago in April, I not only lost my grandmother, but I also lost my mother. Okay, Memorial Day this year, 2020, I lost my brother, my best friend, retired U.S. Marine. He was my best friend for 38 years. Unfortunately, he lost his battle to alcoholism. I grew up with this guy. We grew up catfishing together, running the woods together and whatnot. And, I like to believe he's in a better place and he's at peace finally. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and go on and on as to why you should believe in God. I have my own personal reasons. Okay? I've hit a couple of low points in my life where I've asked God for help, and I'll be damned if He didn't intervene and intervene in a huge way. If you're interested in hearing, my little stories, feel free to reach out to me. You can. I'll leave you my email address. Okay, but I'm going to be showing all of you a lot of things through this show. Like I said, working on trucks, cooking, life hacks, cleaning, working on quads, words of inspiration, a shoulder to cry on if you need to. Again, I'm not saying that what I'm telling you is 100% correct. I'm just sitting here telling you that this is what's worked for me. That's why the show is called My Way of Life. Give a little bit of background. I'm a hunter, I'm a fisherman. I'm also a cook. Or I can cook, I can clean, I can sew, I can iron, I can also weld, build trucks, repair cars. There's a funny saying that's being thrown around Facebook right now. It's a little meme, I guess is what it's called. And it says, I may be ugly, but at least I can fix my girlfriend's car, okay? That always brings a little smile to my face. But, if you have any opinions, anything you want me to touch upon, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to sit down and work through it with you or provide you some guidance. Little bit of work history on my part. I spent 10 years as the national manager of a nationwide roadside assistance company. I managed 2,200 people, dispatchers, drivers. I hired, trained, instructed, taught. I learned myself from the owner of the company and other people I worked around. I've done a lot. Okay, I'm not saying, the definition of successful or a successful career depends upon what your idea of success is. Your idea of success could be making, six figures, $1 million a year. To me, the definition of success or a successful career is being able to pay my bills, put food on the table, and take care of those closest to me. Okay, I have an almost 4-year-old son. I like to go out and buy toys with him. Okay, most of the time those toys are $5, $10 toys, but you know what? It's nice to go out and you know, be able to get him a couple and play with them with him. Um, you know, if you have kids, I'll tell you, man, take whatever time you can and spend with them. Teach them. Um, you know, it's hard to believe my boy's going to be 4 soon. Matter of fact, August 2nd. And I can't, it's like, wow, where did the 4 years go? Okay. But anyway, um, let's see what else. I've been blessed with 2 best friends throughout my entire life. One of them I told you about. He's now resting in peace, thank God. And my other best friend's name is Tony. He lives right next door. Tony and I are thicker than thieves, and he is a godsend. So he's kind of like me. All right, hunts, fishes. We like guns. We believe in God, and he can do everything I can do, and in some cases more. He's a great cook. He's a great friend. His wife, as a matter of fact, I've known for probably 39 years, and you know, it's just it's all about friendship and doing the things that you want to do to make you happy, as long as they don't cause harm to anybody else. Okay. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the show. I'm going to do it as long as I can, or as long as people want me to. And the next episode, I will probably be either installing a rear lift kit on a 2018 Dodge Ram Power Wagon. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to check it out. Or I'm currently in the process of rehabbing a 2003 Ford F-250 with a 5.4 V8. I'll be addressing brake issues, leaf springs, PCV valve. Little tidbit: if you own a 2003 series F-250 with the 5.4, the PVC valve really should be a Motorcraft part, not an aftermarket. You'll find that your engine will burn more oil than it already does, or it'll start to burn oil. All right, so there's a little tidbit of information. I can't think of anything else, but feel free to contact me with suggestions. I will give you my email address. My email address is tim.hoffmanjr@gmail.com. So it's tim.hoffmanjr@gmail.com. Feel free to email me. You know, like I said, with any suggestions, anything you want to know, whatever. We do all kinds of things here. Electrical, plumbing, you know, installing a sink, countertop. I mean, you name it, we pretty much do it all here. So again, I hope you enjoy the shows that I'm going to post on YouTube. Again, contact me if there's anything you want me to touch upon, or if you need anything, or even just questions. You know, I'm always around. I do work. I do have a full-time job. You know, I'm just doing this kind of as my own thing to kind of reach out and help people, and you know, maybe I can help. If I can help one person, hey, this was worth. You know, this was definitely worth doing for me. That's the other thing too. You will like. Obviously, I'm the tip with what's going on in the world today. Obviously, you can see I'm a white male, a bit of a hillbilly. I'm not racist. I don't care if you're white, pink, black, blue, orange, whatever. It's all about how you treat me is basically how I'm going to treat you. Okay, I'll give you an idea. I worked with a gentleman named Eric, who was the other national manager, and Eric was an African American, a black male. Dude, one of the nicest guys in the world. I really enjoyed working with him. You know, enjoyed talking with him. And if he happens to catch this episode, Eric, I know last time we talked, you were getting married. God bless you. I hope you and your wife are extremely happy. I know you're probably still in Michigan, and I'm in Pennsylvania. But hey, buddy, you know, you have my email address. Reach out. Let me know how you're doing. Shoot me a call. You know, whatever. I'd love to hear from you again. And that's the big thing too. You know, with what's going on in today's world. If I can just give you my opinion for what it's worth. You know, to each their own, man. You know, there are good people and there are bad people. You got to choose which is which. okay? And you got to learn to be the better person. It's really easy to turn to kind of sink down to the pit of sarcasm and racism and all the bullshit that really aids in what's going on in the world. Okay, do yourself a favor. Take that negativity and get rid of it. Okay, I guarantee you will feel 10 times better. All right, be a positive person. And I'm not saying you got to sit here and glow sunshine and shoot rainbows out your butt, but when you see somebody, even if you don't know them, say hello. Okay, you don't know what kind of day that they're having. They could be having the worst day of their lives, and that simple little hello or hey, how you doing, or here, let me grab that door for you and open it up for you, that could turn their life around or turn their day around at least, or that hour, and make them feel just a little bit better about themselves. Okay, I have had people just start talking to me in a grocery store. Okay, as you can see, I am not the most approachable person in the world. I have tattoos, I have a long beard, I usually wear sunglasses, but I'm inside. I have a camouflage hat on, I have a Harley Davidson shirt on, I wear jeans and boots. I wear t-shirt, jeans, and boots every day of the year. It doesn't matter. It could be 105 degrees outside, you come up, I'm in jeans, boots, and a t-shirt of some kind. But anyway, I've had people start conversations with me just because I opened up the door for them, okay? Or I bumped into line at the grocery store and just, hey, I'm sorry, excuse me. Or hey, can I squeeze through? I'm sorry, I don't mean to impose. You would be really, really surprised how just a nice, polite word, how far that goes with people. It's amazing. I can't say I really have any enemies, really, just because I just try and be a nice guy, plain and simple. Um, I wouldn't want to catch me in a dark alley sometime pissed off, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, take the negativity and just throw it over your shoulder. Get rid of it. It ain't worth carrying around. Okay, trust me on that. Just just try and be polite. Remember chivalry. Remember your manners. Okay, I'm sure your parents or whomever, or a male or female role model, um, tried to instill upon you some kind of manners. Please and thank you and excuse me go a long way. Okay, and I do want to say this. A couple of years ago, there was a gentleman similar looking to me driving a truck, um, who was going on about, I believe the post was called The Relationship Game. Okay, and this is for the men that are out there that are in relationships or married. I guess married is a form of relationship anyway, but that are in relationships and that are married. There's a term that this gentleman came up with. It's called the relationship game. And if he happens to catch this video, God bless you, dude. I'd love to sit down and talk with you sometime. But anyway, he talks about, when you meet a girl, you go through a courtship where you buy her flowers, you send her little text messages, be it if it's a hey, good morning, baby, or hey, how's your day going, or hey, thinking about you, looking forward to sitting down and having dinner with you tonight. Okay. But it seems like as we go through as time goes on in the relationship, those things get lost. Okay. So do yourself a favor. Don't lose that. Okay. When you're going to and it's simple little stuff. Okay. Like going to the grocery store and you're buying groceries. Maybe it's your turn to go, or or you happen to be at the grocery store and you're buying yourself an energy drink for the day. I'm guilty of this. Okay. And you see a bouquet of flowers, or I guarantee you walk past the flower section when you walk in. I know when I walk into my local Giant grocery store, there's a flower section right there on the left hand side as I walk in. Um, you know, Grab your girlfriend or your wife just a small bouquet of flowers. Okay, it's not that you're buying her something; it's showing her that you're thinking of her throughout your day. Okay, and I guarantee you those flowers are going to go a long way. Okay, or it doesn't even have to be flowers. Maybe stop by. Now I'm sorry for saying this, but I hate Starbucks and I hate Dunkin' Donuts. But let's say you happen to be driving by and there isn't a mile long line. Shoot through the drive-through. Grab your girlfriend or wife a cup of coffee and either bring it home for her or drop it off to her, or whatever. Okay, or you come home and you notice she loaded the dishwasher and the dishes are done. I'll load the freaking dishwasher. You don't have to make a big deal about it, or you don't say, oh, hey, listen, I love, just she'll notice. Okay, in fact, she may even say something to you. You know, oh hey honey, did you unload the dishwasher? Thanks. You know, little stuff like that goes a long way in a relationship. You should never lose the courtship part. You know, because that's the basic reason why the two of you fell in love to begin with. You know, and by not doing that, I've seen relationship after relationship go stale and end up in divorce or people breaking up or you know whatever. Okay, but yeah, it doesn't have to be. Don't do it on just because it's Valentine's Day, or just because it's her birthday. Do it because you happen to be somewhere and you saw something that thought of her, and the day happened to end in Y. You know, um, I guarantee you, it'll even if your relationship is stale now. Okay, doing those few things, just it doesn't have to be every day. It could be, you know, whatever. Just a day during the week, you're out running around, you're thinking of her, you're passing by something. You know what? Let me stop and grab her a flower, or let me grab her a little bouquet, or let me grab her a cup of coffee. You know, or you know what? There's a load of laundry sitting upstairs on the. I don't know why I'm using laundry as an example, but there's a load of laundry that my wife or girlfriend did, and it's still sitting in the dryer. Let me go fold that for her and either fold it and put it on the bed or fold it and put away, whatever. I know, people have their things about certain things have to be in certain drawers a certain way and all that kind of stuff. So maybe just fold them for her and put her on the bed, or maybe if you see her doing something, hey, honey, let me give you a hand, okay? Or maybe cook dinner. How about that, okay? And if you tune into these shows, I'll show you how to cook easy meals that are good. They're not going to take hours and hours and hours. It's not going to take a lot of time to do. Um, I'm a single guy myself. I live by myself. So, I mean, the meals I cook are basically for one person. Or sometimes a couple if I'm cooking for Tony and his wife, which I do from time to time. But, maybe if she's working hard and you happen to get home before she does, start dinner. Could be something easy as boiling a bowl of a pot of pasta. But just the fact that when she comes home and she doesn't have to start dinner, it's going to go a long way. All right. Um, the other thing is affection. You know what? Give your wife or your girlfriend a kiss every now and then. Doesn't have to, I'm not talking swapping tongue and all that kind of stuff, but just walk up. Hey, honey, how's your day? Give her a little kiss. Okay. Or you're leaving. You're running out somewhere. I don't care if you're running to go meet the guys for a beer at the bar. Okay. Give her a little kiss before you leave. You never know. Okay. Tell you a short little story. I used to have a couple of Harleys I used to ride, obviously. And there was a husband and wife that both had bikes. And we were on a ride together the one day, and they were back in the pack. I didn't know this had happened until a couple days later. But the husband was in front of the wife. Husband had gotten a little distance between him and his wife. Went through an intersection. Somebody was coming through the intersection from her left. And as she's going through, they blew the stop sign and hit her and killed her instantly on her bike. Okay? The husband didn't know until he had gotten probably about a tenth of a mile down the road and heard the crash. Okay? So you never know. I'm not saying everybody's going to die, but, you never know. Take the time to show your appreciation for that other person. Okay? And for the women, hey, listen, it kind of goes both ways, man. You see your husband or your boyfriend, give him a kiss on the cheek. Maybe show a little appreciation or a little affection. Relationships are a two-way street. Okay, you get in what you put out. You hear the old expression, crap in, crap out. Well, relationships are the same thing. You put in crap, you're gonna get crap out. So, but anyway, so obviously my name is Tim. I'm 47 years old. Been around the block a few times, and I'm hoping that this show will help people in their day, get them through whatever they're going through. Okay, and again, if I apologize if you don't believe in God. I am going to throw some kind of saying in every episode, be it scripture or a passage from the Bible, because I do believe. Okay, and that's just me. It seems to be the kind of people I hang out with. We're all kind of, birds of a feather flock together. So, but, through God, all things are possible. Okay, just keep that in mind. I would appreciate it if you did. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the future posts. Again, feel free to reach out with any kind of comments, criticisms, questions, um, whatever you need. We will also, I forgot to, we'll also get into like basic gun cleaning and that kind of stuff. Um, how to kind of look at a gun and kind of go through it and see if it's worth purchasing, if it's a used item. Um, Maybe some hunting tips, some fishing tips. Again, a little bit of everything. Okay, that's why this show is called My Way of Life. This is how I live, um, and I live pretty damn well. I'm actually pretty happy. I don't make $1 million a year. I work a blue collar job. Okay, I like my boss, like the people I work with, because I kind of choose to, and they're kind of like me. But again, I make enough money to cover my bills, put a little bit of food on the table, and to be able to enjoy a few recreational things. And so anyway, like I said, feel free to reach out. Any comments, questions, opinions, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. So, but I hope you enjoy the future episodes. Please feel free to subscribe or reach out. Um, hey, I'll be in touch soon. Okay. God bless everybody. Hope you all are doing well.